Hey guys, so I just wanted to give you guys a quick update before you listen in on this podcast episode. I originally said that it was Alvarado Canyon, but it's actually off Alvarado Canyon Road and it's actually called Navajo Canyon Trails. And I love that so much better. So when you hear that, just remember that it's actually Navajo Canyon Trails and look into the episode details for all the information.
What's up, y'all? I was already starting my little quick walk through Alvarado Canyon in San Diego, and somewhere through my walk, it was like, hey, you should be recording right now. Why not record while you are in the zone, in the process of connecting with nature and silencing your mind and being more present and alive during the day? And so, a practice that I am taking away from the mindful self compassion workshop that I attended yesterday with Heal Up with B and Community Yoga and Mindfulness um, is the activating the five senses. So, currently, sorry if you hear me heavy breathing, like there's a lot of rocks and it's starting to go up. Anyways, so. Um, Five senses. So right now, I am seeing a lot of green. I am seeing a lot of brown, a lot of dirt, a lot of trees, a lot of different plants. I'm also seeing in the outskirts of it houses on the top of these hills. Um, I'm seeing a lot of, no, I don't want to say dying trees because they don't really die, right? They just kind of like reborn themselves. Um, there's a lot of big stones and rocks here. Um, Pretty heavy to walk through, but that's what I'm feeling now. I am feeling the rocks and the gravel under my feet, within my shoes and my feet, right? Um, it feels nice. Also, temperature wise, it gets really warm once we hit the sun, but once we're in the shade, it gets super chilly and chilled. And it's like a very interesting contrast because when we're walking and we're just talking or we're just not being more present, we may not actually realize that. I know I wouldn't, but because I'm practicing this right now, um, it was like, wow, I didn't even realize that. And then um, the other sense is hearing. I hear a lot of birds, and it's beautiful because where I'm at, there used to be a lot of birds that sing in the morning, but because there's so much construction going on and they're changing and modifying and constructing a lot of stuff, the birds are gone. The birds are scared. They're not really there anymore. In the house I grew up, there was always birds in this big ass tree in front of our house. So many birds. It was like a whole fucking family. Like it was nice. It was so beautiful to hear. But so hearing that out here just kind of reminds me and taps me back into my childhood when I heard that every morning. Um, Another thing I hear in the outskirts again is just cars driving by. It's very faint. It's not super loud because I'm not so close to the road anymore. Um, but I also hear the like rocks and like rubbing against each other as I step on it, or as soon as my boots hit the floor or the ground, it has this like crunch sound. So I hear that as well. Um, Tasting wise, I'm not really tasting anything except for my water. My water tastes delicious. Um, so I can't really go too deep into that one. And then earlier, what I did was I stopped and smelled. So instead of like I couldn't really smell too much because there's just so many different types of plants out this way. But what I did was I stopped towards this tree and or this plant I want to say and I just touched it and I felt how dry this one is right now compared to the other one that was in the shade. The other one was more moist. Not a huge fan of that word, but that is the accurate word for that. Um, this one's more on the dry side and it smells like piney. It smells very, very natural and it smells good. And I don't want to be that person that breaks off a leaf and take it home. So I'm not going to do that today. But being able to activate all these senses um, have been really rewarding so far. And I just wanted to capture a glimpse of it on the podcast. Also, now I'm at this part where I'm assuming the water's pretty low at this point of the year, but where I'm standing is literally on top of some rocks, but in different crevices, there's deep water. And when I look to my right, there's all these plants, and the water's super deep right there. So I'm assuming at a different time of the year, maybe it's starting spring, that this will be a lot higher and may or may not be able to cross it at some point. But currently, this is what I see, and it's very beautiful. I can't wait to see it once the water is up and running. So what I'm going to do right now is just go ahead and keep going forward. I want to get a picture of this, and what I will do is I will post a video slash picture on the Instagram at Mind Soul Dance, just so that you guys can kind of see where I'm at and what I'm referring to, and you guys can match it and see if it's like something you probably envisioned, or maybe it wasn't, you know? So this is super exciting. There's two ways to go right now, and I'm looking at it right now. There is to the right of me, I'm at like a crossroad, but it's like a T intersection. To the right of me is a whole stream of rocks, which I'm assuming this was also water at some point too. Um, and then to the left of me is another trail, and I feel like it might just lead back. I'm kind of on a time crunch, but I still have time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the right with all the rocks and gravel and stones and boulders, and I'm just going to continue walking. Um, yes, so I'm looking at this right now, and what I'm standing in is actually it's supposed to be a stream because I'm starting to see water everywhere. And to the right there's this like slight trail. Um and I can see footprints, so this is probably where people walk when the water is actually up to the level of where it's supposed to be at. But um safe to say this can also be very dangerous if if you aren't seeing and watching and paying attention to the way you're walking. Um That's just my opinion. I'm a clumsy person and I will literally fall and hurt myself. And there goes that, you know? But I went to the right of me and now I see like a sewer drainage. This is good to know. If I ever, you know, some end of the world type stuff, let me not get into that because that is kind of what my whole um, life is about at some point. At some point in my life, that's what it was about. Too many zombie movies. Tangent. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna just walk back and start keep walking through. Um, I really do appreciate you guys just even listening to this like nature walk with me. I don't know if you guys can hear the birds. I don't know if you can hear my feet walking. I know y'all probably hear my heavy ass brat. But yeah, so I'm just gonna keep walking in silence now and just enjoy. Oh, that's pretty. All right, guys, really quick, I just kind of want to interrupt the silence really quick because now I'm at a point where the water is getting a little bit more streamy and I see the flow of it actually moving in the ripples. And now I'm at this point where there's these big rocks. There's one, two, three to cross it a little bit. So it seems like it might be low a lot right there, but maybe for the time being, that's just where it's at. So just wanted to quickly just point out that. Back to the silence we go. Okay. So I am getting to a split time in the trail. So I'm just kind of exploring at this point now to see what I come across. So I will go ahead and end this segment of the episode. So you guys are just listening to me breathe all heavy. um, and I will start recording once I see something really nice. All right. Thank you. Hey y'all. Welcome back to my nature walk. I actually felt like this was something that I wanted to record just so I can keep it authentic and raw with myself and with you guys as well. I'm walking and I'm seeing these beautiful ass houses at the top of these cliffs, and their backyard decks are beautiful. They have this as their background, and it's so amazing. And I was looking at it like, damn, like that would really be nice to settle down in. Like if I want something like that, I know it's achievable. And so what I was thinking about was like, well, first thing that came into mind was like, wow, like I have nothing like that. Like I don't even know if that's even within my grasp or if that's something that's in my future, or if that's something I'm capable of inquiring, right? And then I started and I paused and I was like, no, 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 no. I am deserving of a house like that. I am deserving to have a happy ending in a way to where I will be comfortable and where I will have all the love and all the dreams that I had growing up will come true. So I wanted to just keep that honesty and just say, like, affirming that I do deserve all of this. I am capable of inquiring all of this beauties, and right now is just the start of it. So I just wanted to go ahead and put these little like thoughts out there to put in for my nature walk. All right, guys. So I am getting close towards the end because I say this because there's this big old slanted escalated hill that I'm walking up. Um, it's very um gravel, like when there's rain and it hardens up. That's what it feels like. But also, it looks like a lot of cars or trucks drive up here. The sign said, pack it in, pack it out, holding a bag, and I'm assuming it's for dog poop. Um, but also, it said utility access. And so I decided to just climb this bad boy. Whew, I kid you not. This is a very, very slanted hill, and it's actually activating my calf muscles, my quads, my core for sure. Like if you if you are mindfully walking and just observing what parts of your body you're actually using, I've been doing that for, let's see, the last year, and I can faithfully say I do not engage in my core as often as I should. So, when I say it's activating my core, I truly mean it. Okay, very, very short hill, but very intense. So, I almost tripped. So, now I'm at this viewpoint where I can see the canyon, and it's really beautiful. Whew. And I'm just taking it in, just looking, feeling the air, catching my breath, of course. So, if you guys are ever looking for a very short, adventurous, and new little just small hike or small walk to just get your heart rate going, to get, just get your body moving, this is Alvarado Canyon. It's off of the 8 East. You get off of Warning Road, and then what you do is you're gonna make a right on Adobe Falls Road and go all the way down to the stop sign. And it's the entrance is literally to your left hand side. I will be inputting the directions or like the address that's like literally right where the entrance is, so that if you guys are interested in joining um this view and this experience with me on your own, please do so, and you'll be able to find it in the episode details. But I would just want to say this is going to conclude my nature walking, connecting with the universe before I start the rest of my day. Thank you guys for tuning in, and have a wonderful Sunday. Peace and love.
Hello, hello, hello. What's up? What's up? It's your host, Meela. I just wanted you all to know that this is the new podcast, MSD Podcast. MSD stands for Mind, Soul, Dance. And for those who followed Soulcast, understand the energy that is brought to this podcast is just the same. We're just being a little bit more authentic over and over and over again. Those who will be tuning in for the first time, welcome. We're excited to have your support and having you listen in. Really quick disclaimer, anything stated within this podcast is solely informative and experimental based on the host or hostess experiences. This podcast has no intent on causing any harm, bullying, gossiping, or slandering. We are also not claiming any title of a therapist, doctor, or a profession that's requiring licensing, but we will be referencing sources from the topics we discuss. So always look into the episode details for more information.